Golf Partner, the world's largest golf store network, offers more purchasing opportunities than anywhere else. With a dominant market share and a wider selection of quality secondhand golf clubs than our competitors, we make it easy for you to enjoy the game with affordable, top-quality equipment. Join us at golfpartnerusa.com and discover why we're the trusted choice for golf lovers worldwide. That's GOLFPARTNERUSA.com. Golf Partner. At Tusain's, we understand that maintaining a healthy lifestyle can be challenging, especially in today's fast-paced world. That's why our mission is to make fitness accessible to everyone, anywhere. Committed to excellence, we adopt a user-centric approach guided by ergonomics and medical science. With a team of seasoned professionals in R&D, design, and manufacturing, we prioritize quality across our entire product line. Visit Tusains.com today and start your journey to better health. That's TOUSAINS.com.
Pros and heroes. Gonna tell you about pros and heroes. Gonna tell you about comic books, costumes, facts, boots, and other stuff.
In this week's issue, Woolworth's new Christmas book, 1954.
Welcome into Bros, Foes, and Heroes. I'm Zach, joined as always by the oh-so-merry miser of
Merry
mistletoe.
Miser. Merry Miser of Mistletoe. I like that
I was just
one.
going,
That's a good one.
Mike.
Hello.
Mike is here with me.
Hello, everybody.
This is our festive week.
Festive time of the year.
It might be the most wonderful time, is what some people have told me.
The most wonderful time of the year.
We have multiple shows for you this week.
Yeah.
This one, more festive in theme. We will have you a show on Christmas, but it's not going to be Christmas theme. But I mean, it'll still be a show on Christmas.
Ding dong, Magneto's here.
There you go. We're going to look at X-Men, the very first issue of X-Men. So you can look forward to that for our World's Finest Wednesday this week. But what we do have today, Mike, is we are going to be still festive because there's a thing that we love. Mike and I, well, we both really enjoy old, silly comics, things that were obviously written for kids, but are just ridiculous, like from the 40s and 50s. Another thing we love is the Christmas ones that came around. We read some Frosty comics one year. You know, I kind of dropped the ball. I'm going to try to make some shorts before Christmas is over of some of, like, we covered one where Batman sang Christmas carols with the Gotham.
I do remember
Please.
that. Yeah. That was really goofy.
I think we did one where Lobo went into it tried to attack Santa. Like we covered there was that weird one with Ultimate Warrior and Santa.
Oh yeah.
These I'm not making these up. This isn't like that community scene where this is all stuff we have covered at point in times for you to go back and listen to. But today we have another one in that vein. Last year I did two separate ones for Mike. We covered the Woolworth Christmas catalog from 1952 and from 1953. Both of these were like Santa's Adventures or like Woolworth's Christmas magazine. And it's a comic mixed in with toy ads. And so that is what we have again today. I have the last one I could find, so we don't have any more after this, from 1954 of Woolworth's new Christmas book, which has us a Christmas story in there and some toys for us to look at.
Very nice. I love it.
Before we get into that though, Mike, something big came out last Thursday.
Yeah.
That I think we should just talk a little bit about. And that is,
I think you're talking about what I know about.
Yeah.
Which is Emily in Paris season 4, right?
Yes. Now, all the questions that we had after season 3. No, honestly, we're talking about what season 3 it came before season 4.
Yeah, I get that. I don't know who Emily is. I don't know why she's
in Paris. I haven't figured that out either. Yeah. No, we're talking about the Superman trailer came out on the 19th of this month.
Yeah.
And just from the beginning, the colors just made me feel like, okay, this is just different in tone. The music,
it's
just the whole thing.
Gorgelicious.
Yes, I loved it all.
It looks very, very cool. I sent it to my wife, and the first thing she said was, "When did Superman get a dog?"
I
said, "That's Crypto." Yeah, I said, "That's Crypto that I used to hate, and now I like it." Because James Gunn said it was okay.
If it's done well, it's good. Well, here's the thing: like Crypto can be used very well. We saw in the Supergirl story, like crypto is used.
It was good in Supergirl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, in some of the notes from these like press release of like the Superman trailer event at Warner Brothers and stuff, there were some new articles that came out, and there was a quote that I saw from James Gunn that I thought would be very interesting when they asked him about
quit it.
They asked him about how come Supergirl was the second movie in like that's coming next, and he told like the answer was that wasn't the plan. He's like, there were so many things other there, but the script was so good that I read it and I was like, that has to be next.
But it is the one that we covered.
It is. Right? It's based off the one that we covered. We already have our Supergirl cast, our Crime of the
Woman
Yellow
of
Hills
Tomorrow,
cast.
correct?
Yeah, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Our Ruthie's cast, like everybody's cast there. So I'm really excited for that. That's going to come out in 2026. They're going to start shooting it next year. So
that one makes total sense because it felt like a movie.
It did, and I think it's all so self-contained and be like so good there. I think that maybe around this time next year we'll have a trailer for that. Hopefully,
that's the other thing about it is like you say, it could be a self-contained story.
Yeah, it's True Grit in space. Who doesn't want that? Go back and listen to that one too, man. I loved that story so much. It's if Mr. Miracle, Mike's watching these creepy elves dance, but it's festive, so it works. Right up there with Mr. Miracle. If that's a 10 for me, then Supergirl had to be like a 9, 8, 9, 9.
Really? You put it up that far, huh?
I loved it. I loved it so much. Very cool. I know that I'm a massive Tom King fan, and like everything I read from him, I enjoy.
You
even
just mean you like a big Tom King? Is that what you're saying?
No, like the author Tom King. I like, who's doing a lot of work with, or at least helping out. He's working on that Lanterns TV show with Kyle Chandler, and
they got a long ways to go with me on that one.
Who do you dislike more, Green Lantern or or Aquaman, or Green Arrow? Out of those three,
I would not be sad if they all fell off a cliff.
I get that, but out of those, here's what I'm going to do. My New Year's resolution is whoever was it, Aquaman you hate the most probably out of that group?
No, I don't think so, honestly. I think it's Green Lantern.
Green Lantern, okay.
Yeah, I think it really is.
Is it because it's space?
There's so many of them, and I think it's goofy. I just don't identify with the ring, the whole thing. I don't know. It's just weird to me. Green Arrow, I get it's kind of a Hawkeye, but he's green. Aquaman, I am cool with Aquaman as long as he's the old Aquaman. This new Jason Momoa Aquaman, I don't get.
So you want the one where he just talks to you?
Yeah. I know I make fun of that a lot, but it's part of my childhood. So,
I get that.
I mean, I get it.
You want him to go back to college, right?
I want him to be in college. I want him to sit in that damn vat of water
that everybody drinks out of
in the middle
while he's on the swim team, which it doesn't seem like.
It's so weird.
Oh man. All right. Let's go ahead.
Because he has to stay moist.
That is true. I was going to say my New Year's resolution for 2025 is maybe I try to find stories of all three of those where you're like, you know what?
Sounds great.
I really like Aquaman.
That sounds great.
But I'm going to have to read through
I'm thrilled.
much. Or I could do the opposite and be like, just keep finding the worst and be like, I really do not like these characters.
Well, that'd be good too. I would be okay with that one. Anything that proves my point, I'm happy with.
Oh man, we'll have to figure out. Maybe that's what we'll do for next week's show. In preparation, is we'll make comic book related New Year's resolutions for the shows.
I like that. Yeah,
we'll figure something out there.
I'm the Green Lantern. Look at me.
All right. Without further ado, Mike, let's get into Woolworth's new Christmas book, or Santa Comes to the Big Top.
Santa Comes on the Big Top.
To the Big Top.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's a pelican.
Yep.
That's intermingling with children, which is weird.
Which is what most pelicans do.
The pelican has spats.
He looks like he's
and
trying
a top hat.
Oh, I didn't notice the spats. He does look like he should tell. He's like, hey, you guys like Vlasic pickles?
Hey, you guys want to get in my beak? And then there's a circus dog with a little hat, and I like that. And then for some reason there's a mother kangaroo over in the corner with a bonnet on.
Yeah, there's a tiger back there.
There's what?
A tiger back there.
A tiger.
Santa, look up from Santa.
Oh, I thought that was. I really did not see that tiger. He was.
And a pink elephant. So somebody's been drinking.
I got the pink elephant. Santa's drunk. Then you've got the monkeys that are choking a giraffe and making fun of it.
Yep. Like monkeys do.
Yeah, as monkeys will. And it said, wait a minute, go back. It says, a Christmas gift with greetings of the season to all good children from Woolworths. Oh, how nice.
Yeah.
They didn't charge for it.
No, they didn't. They gave this away.
Very nice of them.
It was ripped on the scan there.
Oh, fun things to do. Gift books to color.
It's just coloring books. Like, you want an Elizabeth Taylor coloring book.
I love coloring
So
Elizabeth Taylor.
our story is Santa comes to the big top. And what we have here is these two kids. They live in a trailer with their mom and dad. As you see, their dad's kind of dressed up like a tin soldier is what he looks like.
He's the man in the ring, isn't he?
He is the ringmaster. Okay. And so
ring boy.
Yeah, and so they're getting ready to
they're poor because they have to put up socks for their stockings.
No, she goes, sleep well, children. I'll hang your Christmas stockings.
Yeah, but those are just socks.
Yeah,
lady.
But the boy says, golly, Peggy, I think we are the luckiest kids in the whole world. It's a Peggy and what's the boy's name?
Pegster.
Petey and Peggy.
Petey and Peggy.
Two kids.
Oh, I love it.
And Peggy tells Petey, you mean because our daddy is a circus ringmaster and we travel with the circus?
Oh,
and
God.
Petey says, sure.
What a life.
Sure. Most children see the circus once a year while we, you hear that? Like, he's just like, we get to be here all the time. And they hear some noise coming from the main tent. And they say, oh, we gotta go check it out.
It's the monkeys.
No, it's the pelican.
Oh, it's the pelican.
Phineas, because we love our P names.
Phineas with a P, the pelican. Phineas P. Pelican.
So Phineas is like, hey, circus animals are getting ready for Santa Claus to come here.
Those birds are weird, right?
The ones with the little hats?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay.
And so all the animals start decorating the tree, and it's really cute. And the kids help them out. They're like, all right, Phineas, yeah, we'll help you.
Is that a squirrel also?
Where at? Yeah, there's a squirrel there by the giraffe.
Squirrel, monkey, giraffe.
There's a bunny down on the bottom right.
Oh, a bunny and a dog.
There's a peacock.
Oh, that's lovely.
A
peacock?
Yeah, that dog that you liked from the beginning is jumping through the Christmas wreaths.
Oh, that's sweet.
They talk about wanting to put on lights, but the little lightning bugs are like, no, we can do better than that. We'll be the lights for
lightning bugs with hats.
Everybody wears hats.
Everybody wears a hat. This guy had trouble drawing hair.
So they get ready and they get the tree all ready, and then all of a sudden the elephant brings up a good point, and they're like, hey, how do we know Santa will come? And Phineas the pelican's like, of course he's gonna come. Why wouldn't he? And he's like, well, Santa doesn't know the address of our new winter quarters here, like, unless you wrote them. And Phineas goes, no, I didn't write them. And the monkey goes, I didn't write them either.
We got a real problem here, folks.
And the kangaroo is like, then Santa doesn't know where we are. And the kids tell him, don't worry about it. We'll go and fetch Santa. We'll let Santa know where we are.
That's a solid plan.
And the kangaroo goes, I appreciate it, children, but you couldn't reach him in the North Pole in time.
I appreciate it, children, but you're all stupid.
But you know what you can do? You can play fake instruments.
Play musician without reading a note.
We have a fake fiddle. Be square dance fiddler is what it says.
A square dance fiddler for only 49 cents.
Star in brass bands with the French horn for 69 cents.
Does everybody like? Were French horns cool at one point? Is that what happened? I don't understand here.
I can't say it. Like I played saxophone.
You played saxophone?
Yeah, I played alto sax.
All right, Duke.
I played tenor. I played I played them all, but I played alto.
I played fiddle.
We sat next to the French horn section, so like,
okay, it was a whole section of French horn.
It would rotate between 1 and 2 people in our section. Then again, I graduated like 64 people, so I mean, it's not like it was a massive place. But yeah, we only had like 1 or 2 French horns in the entire high school.
God, y'all were so poor. Only 1 or 2 French
horns.
Well,
nobody wanted to play.
What does that little girl say at the top? Go back. What is she saying?
Musical make believe for a really merry Christmas. Little one sound instruments that look like glistening gold.
They're cheap ass plastic.
They're 49 cents, Mike.
Yeah.
So Phineas is like, don't worry about it, guys. I got you. We'll get him to Santa in time because how's he gonna fly?
They're gonna get kicked by a freaking donkey.
Oh, no, not there yet. You brought up earlier that he looks like he wants him to climb in his beak.
Oh yeah,
and
you
were right.
No, they got to get in his pelican beak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, that only makes sense.
Here's what I loved about this one though. He's like, all right, you can fly with me. And they're like, good. They don't say anything. They just themselves start jumping into his mouth. So he might have been like, y'all just grab on the That's what I look. He's like, all right, y'all could hang on.
I don't
to the back.
like all of the innuendo in this comic book. Look what that monkey says.
Where at?
says, "Oh no, he can't even get off the ground with that load." I mean, come on.
And that's not too much.
Santa's coming on the big top, and the monkey's talking about the Pelican's load.
To the big top.
Oh, okay. I'm just reading it.
Yeah, it's all the context you have there.
Yeah.
So,
do we get the jackass's name?
No, but he is wearing a hat. Everybody's wearing a hat.
Everybody's got a hat. Everybody got to have a hat, except for the seal and the otter or whatever that is down there.
I don't know what that is.
Is that an otter?
But the pig's wearing a hat.
Oh yeah, now there's a pig. You're scraping the bottom of the barrel if you got a circus and you got a pig
with a hat. Yeah. So Phineas is going to take him to Santa Claus, but not before we see what little golden records we have.
Little golden records.
Like I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus, or Little White Duck and Little Sir Echo.
Unbelievable. Each in its own illustrated jacket, says a horse.
Unbreakable, not unbelievable.
Oh, sorry. Same thing.
I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas, because we all love that song.
I want a hippopotamus.
There's your Disney ones in there. I see Bambi. I see Bugs Bunny.
Is that a Jimmy
Daddy's
Durante?
Report Card? Okay, that's weird.
Is that Jimmy Durante with the red-nosed reindeer down there? That guy?
No, he was Frosty the Snowman. I thought.
Is that not who that is?
It's that Santa Claus is coming to town and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah.
I do love, there's the thing there that it just says,
oh, God, kids love Jimmy Durante.
It's a record that's tribute to daddies. Daddy's Report Card and Daddies is what it says. What is it for?
Once again,
what is that record?
That means something completely different.
Nowadays, I know, but still, even back then, what is that record?
Oh, Daddy, 35 cents. Oh, Daddy.
But what is Daddy's Report Card? Hey, kids, you have a clean room. I'm giving you an A. Like, what are you listening to?
Maybe it's a report card that's reporting on Daddy. Daddy, you didn't drink this month.
Congrats.
Good job. You get an A.
They also have the little golden books, which I have some of, too.
Mm-hmm. We still have some of those.
Yeah. I have some with the little guy back at home. We have a Beatles one. We have some of the ones I had as a kid. I have
a Beatles one.
Yeah, it's like a Beatles story.
Like the Beatles?
The Beatles, like Beatles, yeah.
Or Bugs?
No, like the musicians.
Oh.
I have the Pokey Little Puppy. My mom also got me a Little Red Hen.
Oh, what is that? Rudy Kazootie?
I was about to say Rudy. Do you know Rudy Kazootie?
I don't. No.
So I looked this up too because I was like, what is that name? He baseball star Rudy Kazootie. Was a kid's like again. I looked this. It was like a kid's puppet show in the 50s.
Oh, okay.
And he was a sports fan, and he played he played a magic kazootie. Not a kazoo. He played a magic kazootie.
Yeah, you lost.
So it was Rudy and his kazootie.
I was all on board for Rudy Kazootie, and then you told me he plays a magic kazootie. Oh shit! What is this?
It's pots and pans, only for the girls though.
Well, here's the dangerous.
Hope Santa brings me Kitty Cook aluminum toys.
Here's the dangerous part of this. It says they look like mommies, cook like mommies. If these kids are cooking in these freaking things, then we got problems.
Well, it says,
why did your house burn down?
It does say, hope Santa brings me Kitty Work aluminum toys. They'll last, won't rust. All they've done is made just smaller versions of their actual pans, and they're selling them. There's an 18-piece coffee pot set for $2.
18-piece coffee pot.
Yeah,
set.
It comes with cups, saucers, plates, knives, forks, spoons, paper napkins, coffee pot, a butter knife, and a sugar spoon.
And that thing next to it, is it like a?
That's a 37-piece percolator set for $4.
See, I thought it was like a drink shaker.
No, it's
I thought they were teaching these kids how to make martinis when they were little.
Yeah,
$1.35, and you can make Daddy's martini.
A Windsor
and then he'll
sauce?
give you an A, Daddy's report card.
Hold on, I got to record this week's episode of Daddy's report card.
Gross.
And then the girl's just like, "Hey, in case we haven't instilled gender norms enough, I'm also really interested in all the furniture.
Oh yeah.
For my dollhouse, so all open stock. Add to your collection. There's like a little refrigerator with removable shelves.
All open stock. Does that mean somebody's already opened this crap?
I guess so. You just
all scratch and dent. You can sell at Woolworths now.
You can get a complete room set boxed, which includes a 7-piece nursery, 10-piece living room, 7-piece bathroom, 8-piece kitchen, 6-piece bedroom, and 11-piece dining room set, all for $1.49.
A little bed, just like the one Grandma died in.
List your favorite toys in your letter to Santa on page 32.
Okay. Oh, it's got a place for you to put the freaking letter to Santa?
It does. It's funny to me. We'll get that.
Oh, here's that pelican.
There's the pelican who tells you, hey, you know what you need? Some farm toys.
Hey, you know what you need? Get these kids out of my fucking beak.
Scratch-proof, safe, silent rubber, and vinyl toys.
Silent rubber.
Silent rubber toys.
That's not a great movie.
No, it's not. Rubber's good though.
Yeah, rubber's great.
The train. It looks like I think like a cardboard box, like train depot
sad
station.
Little rubber man on the tractor. He looks like he's just so sad.
Oh,
all right,
man.
we're back to the battleship.
All right, back to our story. So at that moment, a U.S. Navy aircraft carrier is plowing through the seas, a few miles to the north.
I'm glad they pointed out that it's a U.S.
aircraft carrier. Here's what I love. So they're sitting there, and one of them's like, "Captain, we've picked up some kind of strange aircraft on our radar."
Yeah.
And they go and they look, and the captain goes, "It looks like a Pelican." And one of the other
what is it, Major Squarehead?
Yeah, one of the other sailors on board goes, "Yes, sir, but it might be a camouflaged enemy ship or guided missiles." What guided missiles are going to be like? Let's make sure we show up as a Pelican.
Yeah. Well,
and look how big that Pelican is on their radar.
And then the Pelican, yeah, it's big. The Pelican and the kids look down and they go, "Oh, that boat, it's covered in semen."
I see them all running around on top. And so they're like, "All right, send a jet fighter immediately to investigate." And the jet fighter goes and shoots at the Pelican and the kids.
Oh my God.
And like, we're being shot at. And there's one point.
Oh, and then of course,
do you want to know, like, oh, did the kids make it or not? You can find out after you look at these toys.
Here's another quote. They move and tinkle as you pull.
Where's that at?
Right at the top. They move and tinkle, as you pull.
They jump, spin, bop, roll, and make sounds with each other. You take with each step you take.
And I think that's describing what mommy and daddy do at night too.
There's that
they move and tinkle.
You see the little dog that like plays the little chimes down there. They're all these noise toys.
They are
noise toys that you would pull behind you.
And honestly,
like a string.
Some of these things, like the roller one up there, the one that looks like a lawnmower, those have stood the test of time.
Yeah,
like they still sell
the
those.
little
the
pop
little bee
ones,
down there. They still sell that. Yeah,
yep. Not the frogs.
Good job, Woolworth. No, frogs have been out.
The Phineas, the Pelican, yells at the airships shooting at him and goes, "Cut it out! That's no water pistol you're aiming at me."
That's usually what'll stop the Navy. So when you say, "Hey, cut it out."
Yeah. And he's like, "Oh, they're circling around to fire on us again." And that's when Peggy says, "Petey, you know Morse code.
No,
take my my handbag mirror and flash a message to the pilot."
That is not what she says. What does she say first?
"Petey,
nope, nope. Up in the top right-hand corner, what does she say first?
He's circling to fire on us again."
And then
Irk. I think that's the Pelican, not her.
She says irk.
I think the Pelican.
Okay, whoever in that panel says irk.
They're fine. Irk. Then Peggy says, "Petey, you know the Morse code. Take my handbag mirror and flash a message to the pilot."
God, no.
And Petey just goes, "Okay." And so you can see him flashing it. Look how close they are, by the way.
Yeah.
And the pilot says they're like just 2 feet apart. And the pilot goes, "They're flashing a message to me. It's Morse code. I'll take it down and radio it to the carrier."
Well, I have a problem with our Navy being that close to somebody, not being able to hit them.
That too. Or not be able to tell that it's actually a Pelican.
Those children, that Pelican should be dead.
Didn't they think it was supposed to be like missiles or something? Like how you can see that it's a Pelican there?
Oh, it's invisibility cloaked Chinese spy craft.
Oh,
nope, just a kid sitting in a Pelican's mouth.
Oh man. So they translate it and they're like, "Hey, it says this strange aircraft is a Pelican carrying 2 American children."
It also kind of looks like all of the Navy guys are drunk.
They all do have rosy
Their
cheeks.
faces are also red. Captain, we're all drunk. What do we do? Well, that does explain why they couldn't hit the Pelican.
That's why they all see a Pelican, though, too.
That's right. And now the pink elephant, too.
So he's like, Santa Claus, and he's like, "All right, send up more jets to keep an eye on them. But
sure.
But don't follow them too close. We don't want them to know they're following us. We just want to make sure they're safe.
Let's waste a little money and let's send up some jets to follow that
typical
bird
stuff." And so they're like, "All right, the pilot must have gotten the message.
Sure.
They've dropped back behind the crowds." That was my favorite one. Dang it. Okay. And so the planes disappear and the Pelican and the kids are back on their mission. Now, Mike,
we have seen so many of these where the kids go on a mission to find Santa.
Always. Here's the thing. I went back and looked. Each one of these has an animal that they're paired with.
It's the exact same thing.
It's the exact same thing.
This is the one where they were looking for Frosty and all that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the same damn thing.
The 1953, they had a talking parrot that was their buddy.
Yep, it's the same.
And then the one before that, they had like snowmen that were with them. There's always a talking like host or like
what
a
you
guest.
got, Jack? I don't know. Circus.
Sure.
Let's throw that in there this time. Sure. Kids are stupid.
Can you just take out 3 pages of stories so we can put in more ads?
Like we need more ads
sure.
because we got to sell these eyeballs for a kumquat.
Well, that's pretty close, Mike.
I saw it.
Because this is the first time I've seen this.
Really?
Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You didn't realize.
I didn't realize the original. Like, obviously, it started as, I mean, a potato head would make sense.
Yeah, they would just sell you the stuff. You had to provide the potato.
But I didn't think they'd look like that.
I like little squirt there or whatever his name is.
The dog? The baby.
The baby.
So here's what it says. I also love
looks like
it's
he
by
has that encephalitis or whatever it is.
It's it's the potato head set contains funny noses, eyes, ears, wigs for comical combinations galore.
Wigs.
Use them on any fruit or vegetable.
Oh boy.
And it comes with a 12 or a 2.5 inch torso plastic Mr. or Mrs. set. So you can make 1,001 funny faces. And that toy is brought to you by Hassenfeld Bros Inc.
Yeah.
Also known as Hasbro.
You told me that earlier today, and I had no idea that they started as Hassenfeld Bros.
Yeah, it's just a short note.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. Probably sounds
not illustrated. A teacher toy plastic
I
emblem.
bet they changed it because it sounded Jewish. I'm serious about
no,
that.
They
I'm
might
not
have.
making a joke.
I bet
that's exactly why they changed it.
Unfortunately, a lot of businesses felt they needed to do
absolutely.
that.
Hey, ask Santa to bring them all for you and your playmates, says a dog.
That's the dog that was jumping through stuff.
Yeah. Oh, there was a whale in the last one, too.
There was.
It's the same damn comic book.
They just repurposed. So, but while they're flying,
kids go up
this dog pops out and goes, "Hey, I'm freezing." And the bird's like, "A stowaway."
Where has that dog been?
At the very
because he starts off on the pelican's butt,
and then he goes, "It's the jumping pug," and the pug just jumps in the pelican's mouth and is riding with him now.
It's not a pug.
It's not a pug.
No, that's not a pug.
So
the jumping pug.
The jumping pug. So Phineas,
I think I owe him $5. The jumping pug.
Phineas, the pelican's like, "Man, I'm pooped. I need to take a break. I need to eat something here. You guys wait on this island."
This is the same damn story.
And he leaves them on the island to go find food. And wouldn't you know, as they're like, "Man, that island has a beautiful fountain." Nope, it's a well, and it knocks the kids off.
Stupid bird.
Do you want to see if the kids drown? Well, you got to check out our board games first.
Paint.
I did not realize how culturally insensitive the Chinese checkers game was in the top right.
You know,
that was a sign of the times.
Game of the States.
The font, man.
Treasure Island.
Did you ever play Uncle Wiggly?
No, I did, but it wasn't that.
Oh, we honestly had the board game Uncle Wiggly.
Really?
Yeah, you got to get Uncle Wiggly past Fox in the forest to Doctor.
Cards tell moves are you talking about?
That's what it says underneath there.
What's
Uncle Wiggly?
One at the bottom.
Game of the States. Oh, hike.
Campers game.
It says hike. Hike game takes your imagination outdoors while you play at home.
Boy, I can't think of anything more fun than a good old-fashioned hike in a box.
I'm gonna look at what is this hike game.
Finger paints, adventure games, Chinese checkers, thrills and pleasure all year. See again, pleasure all year round. Even your parents enjoy games.
Oh, do they still make it?
They make the game Hike still?
In Hike, nature springs surprises and players battle for survival. Each player receives 7 cards and plays one on his turn. When a player cannot play a card, he or she is eliminated from the hand. The player with the fewest cards left over.
It's a effing card game about hiking.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Oh, here it is. Hold on. I'm trying to pull it up. I hope this is what I'm. No.
From the makers,
I found Uncle Wiggly, though.
From the makers of Stand in the Corner.
Basically, there's a board game called Swayze.
Swayze? The Patrick Swayze game?
No, the John Cameron Swayze game. The only news quiz game that always is new as today's headlines. Dude, look at this. Hold on. It's on.
Riot breaks out in Russia.
I can share my screen. Can I? Let me do this because this thing's ridiculous.
Finger paint. Finger paint.
You gotta love this for. Look at that. It's got a whole map.
Oh boy, look at that. John Cameron Swayze. You know, I know I say this a lot, but there is nothing kids love more
than news almanac.
Good TV anchor.
John Cameron Swayze.
Look, he's even on the board. That's great.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that was Patrick Swayze's dad. Did you know that?
Was it seriously?
No.
Oh. All right, so those are some of the board games you can get, but don't worry.
Great.
Phineas comes back just in time to save all the kids from the water.
Oh, so they almost drowned.
They almost drowned, but Phineas saved them.
This bird's doing a great job.
Oh, he's killing it, man.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, what happened? Oh, that island was a well.
By the way, weren't they too heavy for him to take off the first time? But now that they're wet, it's fine.
Yeah. Oh, it gets better too because he goes and he scoops them up out of the water. And as they come up, he's like, oh, looks like we got somebody else. And he goes, hi, my name is Freddie, and I'm a fishlet.
Excuse me?
Freddie the fishlet.
Pardon me?
He's a fishlet.
Fishlet.
I was taking my swimming lessons when Phineas scooped me up. Here's the thing.
None of that makes any freaking sense.
He just got swallowed by the pelican, and he already knows his name.
Well, not only that, he's taking swimming lessons, and he lives in the effing ocean.
Oh, and he's wearing water wings.
Oh, see, I thought he was a flying fish.
No, he's wearing water wings. That's what that is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
makes sense.
then so Freddie the fishlet's like, where are you guys heading? And they were like, we're going to see Santa Claus. And he's like, take me with you. And so they're like, sure.
We got to stop and see the Gordon's Fisherman real quick.
No, they have to stop. They stop by a cloud cop to ask him which way to go to Santa's house. And the cloud cop, they go, what cloud lane do we take for Santa Claus? And the cloud cop says, 3 clouds past the first Cloudburger stand.
Oh, my God.
So they stop at Cloudburger to get something to eat in the very next panel.
I'll make fun of that, but I'd eat a Cloudburger.
And the Pelican orders Cloudburgers for all. Cloud Colas on the side.
Cloud Colas.
They do have Fleecy Floyd's in the Clouds is the name of the restaurant. It's a Cloud Burger and Cloud Cola.
Wait, Fleecy Floyd's?
Fleecy Floyd's.
So he's going to steal from you?
I guess.
Oh, look at there. They haul scoop.
They haul scoop.
That's not even a headline.
They haul.
Says they haul.
Scoop. They're built to keep busy, but it's a bunch of like tractors and planes and toys.
Navy
like the
fighter.
Then there's more like fire engines and like a truck and trailer.
Oh, this is a 2-page thing.
Yeah, it's a 2-page ad.
That's why it says they haul, scoop, steer, roll like reel.
Oh, no, I like better. They haul, scoop.
They haul, scoop.
Steer, roll like reel. Yeah, it's us. Perfect. It's split in the middle, but I like this better.
Oh, man, look at those creepy
because it's also be little girl dollies to cuddle, which sounds weird, but it says care for and dress in cute clothes.
Cuddle, care for and what? Care for and dress in cute clothes. Boy.
Those dolls always freak me out, though.
Girls,
man.
you have one choice in life. Be a mother, make drinks for daddy, and talk about his report card.
And then cook stuff.
Oh, shit. There's way too many babies.
Oh, that's a lot of
creepy ass babies.
Look at the eyes on those.
Well, it says their eyes shine like real. Washable bodies won't break.
Okay.
As a man who just had a baby.
Yeah. Their washable bodies scare me, and I'm afraid that I will break them.
Washable body and shiny eyes?
I've helped give him a bath multiple times. Great. No shiny eyes. He looks like a normal person.
That's great.
Not like a changeling or whatever, but... but yeah, I'm worried about him being so tiny and breaking him. So he's not like those things.
Yeah. That is something that goes through your head, though. Dude. Like, oh man, I hope I don't screw this up.
Like here's like even like sometimes
I can just throw him against the wall and it'd all be over. Is what goes through your head.
I mean, I don't think that. But
no. I know what but you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying throw your baby. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, like
you're thinking like if I screw this up dude, I'm gonna screw up this whole child.
Yeah, I think I have to sometimes like move his arm to like put it through the arm movement, and I'm like,
what if I break his arm?
Exactly, just like I'm not trying to.
Babies are made of rubber.
Anyway, so
this pause brought to you by
it was a pregnant pause that now gave birth to a son that is with me for his first Christmas.
That's fun.
I'm tired.
Did y'all get the little ornament? Baby's first Christmas ornament?
We haven't.
I know you took pictures of him in a bucket.
In a vase, too.
Yeah.
They're cute, though.
Oh, sure they are.
There's one.
Good old Ann Gettys.
We didn't shove them in a watermelon.
Here's
it was
the thing.
too cold.
If it wasn't, let's say, instead of Ann Gettys, it was
Mr. Gettys? And it was in a bowl of spaghetti?
No, but I'm saying, let's say if it was... I don't know. Who's the guy who the stuff melted on his face? The guy that got his wiener out in the Borat movie. What's his name?
Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah, what if it was Rudy Giuliani's child pics or something? That's a whole different thing, right? Yeah. If he was saying, hey, I got an idea. Let's put your kid in a barrel. We'll take a picture of him.
No.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing, right?
That is a whole different thing.
Yeah. Just think about that. Insert anybody. Jonathan Winters, children's pictures in melons. I mean, that's just that. Number one, you got to rethink that name. Number two,
something shorter.
I'm just saying, if it's a guy taking those pictures, it's a whole different thing.
I think it's still a little creepy. I mean,
no matter what guy it is, it's a whole different thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It gets super creepy.
Oh, it's so creepy if these women.
But it's Ann Getty's and it's fine.
I don't know about that.
Let's make a freaking calendar.
I think people think that some of it's a little out there.
Well, now it is. Back then, though, oh my god,
everybody loved it.
90s.
Yeah,
they loved it.
They turned out great though.
They loved Chumbawamba and pictures of kids in a bucket
and Ann Getty's pictures.
Yep.
So Phineas gets the kids. Let's get back on track.
Cabbage. So much cabbage was used by that woman.
Oh man. And they get to Santa's house, and one of the reindeers sobbing.
Oh,
and like, what's the matter? And they're like, oh, those terrible boggle birds or boggle birds.
Excuse me.
Boogle. I'm gonna call them boggle birds.
Yeah, boggle birds.
What about the boggle birds? Is what Phineas asked the crying reindeer. And the reindeer says they captured Santa and his reindeer and all the children's toys.
Oh my god!
And are taking them to Boggle Land.
Not the Boggle Birds in Boggle Land.
And they're like, "How long have they been?" They're like, "They just left." And they're like, "All right, kids, come on, hop in my mouth and let's go hunt them down."
Excuse me.
Well, he's like, "That's exactly."
Hop in my mouth.
He doesn't say that. I'm paraphrasing.
Oh, okay.
And we'll go hunt Santa down. And so they go, and we do see like the Boggle Birds, which look like the Martian on Mars in that Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
The dodo bird kind of,
yeah. What was going to happen if these kids didn't show up?
Christmas would have been ruined.
Just over.
Yeah.
Just a crying reindeer. And
the reindeer are listening to the Boggle Birds as they fly them wherever they want.
That's what I'm saying. What's up with the one reindeer who stayed behind and just cried?
It's a baby one.
Okay.
He stayed. They were like,
"Get your shit
we
together,
don't want
man.
you. Stay behind and cry and tell them what happens."
There's no crying in Christmas.
There's no crying in Christmas.
Paraphrase the baseball movie.
Yeah, a baseball movie. So don't worry though. We have drum toys,
and soldiers, and targets
and court guns
toys
with targets.
Drawings. Yeah. Well, I like that one at the bottom.
Oh, there's a Disney tea set too.
So you shoot those little things
with the cork. Yeah,
it's exciting and perfectly safe.
Yeah,
man.
You're putting somebody's out with that. Oh, well, pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That kid, is he wearing earmuffs or that ear protection?
He's wearing,
because the gun's too loud.
No, I think he's wearing because it's cold outside.
All right, got it.
But the Boggle Birds, as Phineas and the kids show up to try to fight them, they start to pick on Phineas.
Oh.
But the Navy
Santa
was
had a
there.
Dark beard, but instead it's like they've muffled him.
They
put
a gag. Yeah. The Navy takes those planes and scares off all the Boggle Birds then. Remember, they were flying behind to keep an eye on them?
Go Navy, go.
And so they're able to untie Santa and rescue Santa.
Oh, that's nice.
And he's mighty grateful to you. You have rescued Santa and saved Christmas for all the boys and girls. And you should also pick up funny shapes, party colors, and specially decorated boxes of balloons. And you see that shapes. You see the fish floating there with a balloon tied to them, and it says they make wonderful stocking stuffers too.
Mm-hmm. Fish love Christmas.
Well, Santa takes the kids back.
What a cheap ass gift that is! You give somebody a balloon.
That's stocking stuffers. So Santa takes the kids back to the big top, and as he flies them back, all the animals are worried about Petey and Peggy and Phineas haven't come back, and no Santa Claus either. Maybe they didn't work out, but lo and behold, as Santa barrels in, "Merry Christmas, everybody!" And they're like, "Oh, it's Santa! It's Santa!" They're all excited. You want to know how excited? Enough for you to get a date. If Santa barges in unannounced when you don't want him there, make sure you have your Daisy toy guns.
Can we go back to the Christmas scene there?
Yeah.
So I would like to point out one thing.
The hippo down in the bottom right corner and the groundhog with a hat?
No.
Oh.
There's a lion and a tiger in that room.
And a cat.
What I'm saying
is, camel.
In any other world,
it would eat everything else.
Are in danger.
There's multiple tigers. You see, there's the tiger on the left. That's like a leopard or cheetah. Yeah,
cheetah, leopard,
a spotted cat.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's if you're looking at the normal animal kingdom.
Yeah,
all these animals are dead.
Well, hear me out too.
Yeah,
there's a hippo there too that can be pretty ferocious.
Well, that's true. That's true. Well, elephants know. That's a tough one too.
Yeah,
he's stomping the crap out of that muskrat or whatever it is down in the corner.
Yeah.
Funny shape heads and guns to shoot your mom.
So a little Red Ryder shotgun.
Heavy
what
barrel.
Molded stock has Red Ryder action motive, secret ammunition pocket.
Ammunition pocket.
6 corks. Okay, it's shooting corks. That's fine. Good. Lever action. No, one of those is a BB gun for sure. Anyway, we get back. Here's what.
You ever get a BB like stuck under your skin?
No, I've been shot with. No, that was pellet gun. We used to play. Did you ever like shoot at each other with pellet guns?
Yeah.
Yeah, we would do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Those sting a bit, but it never got underneath it. Anyway, so Santa shows up and he's like, "Oh, you brought Santa and you brought like everything else." And the kangaroo is like shaking Petey, and Petey goes, "Stop shaking me! Stop shaking!" And they wake up, and it's their dad, and their dad's like, "Petey, Peggy, wake up! It's Christmas morning."
It was all a dream.
And they're like, "Get dressed! Come on! I got something big for you! I got a really big surprise!" And as they leave, as they're walking there, Petey goes, "I dreamed that Phineas took us to see Santa Claus." And Peggy goes, "Petey, I had the same dream." And they're like, "Man, maybe it wasn't a dream. I guess we'll never know. But if you look, Phineas is winking at us, the reader." Yeah. And then the kids go, "All right, what is the surprise, Dad?" And he goes, "I've trained the seals to perform a special holiday act for you." And he goes, "See?" And the seals are all holding up different color balls, and one says "Merry Christmas," the middle one says "and a very," and the last one says "Happy New Year." To which the kids go, "That's wonderful, Daddy, but not as wonderful as the dream we had. That sucks ass. You could do better," is essentially what these kids tell him.
Why are we poor, Daddy?
That's the end of our story.
Yeah. Okay, hang on. Blocks and bricks and bouncy rubber balls. I would like to call your attention to the girl down in the lower right corner who is in a party dress bouncing a ball.
Yep. She's working. Yeah. She's like basketball style.
Big balls, it says down at the bottom. Big balls.
It does. 16 to 19 inch.
American logs and big old balls.
Yeah. I guess that's what kind of like the Lincoln log set. Yeah. Then we got some more like excavators,
for your
steam
big
shovels.
Jobs.
Yeah.
Road giants.
Oh,
hey, there it is.
Yeah, there it is. So so there's also what Woolworths has provided for you.
Mm-hmm.
You have a checklist on the right-hand side in case you missed anything. It tells you where balloons, balls, and building sets are. Dolls, togs, house furnitures. Don't know what togs is.
Togs?
It says TOGS, togs. Gun fun, ... target practice. But it has it all broken out. Wheel toys, farm toys, music. Anyway, if you wanted to go back and find it. But on the left side, that takes up most of the page, it's a letter for you to fill out for Santa. But they have filled out the first part of it to you, and they have signed it like a kid trying to sign cursive. They make it wobbly and look. And it says Mr. S. Claus. What's the CO again? Is that care of my nearest Woolworth. Dear Santa, I enjoyed your adventures with Pete and Peggy. I am glad you are safe and able to visit good little boys and girls all over the world. Please bring me, and then it says printed out.
Please bring me,
boys and girls and parents too. List the toys you would like for Christmas, and don't forget to tell Santa what toys to bring your brothers and sisters. ... your cousins, your friends. And then it leaves space for you to sign whatever you want, and it just says yours truly for you to sign your name after that. Toys in this book on sale at most Woolworths, not all.
Peggy's French too. You see that?
Is she? Oh. Then we have handguns because they're the official Gene Autry guns and holsters for Wild Western flair.
Guns that looked wait a minute, go back. Guns that look just like these brought law and order to the West. Wow.
Yeah.
Shut up, Pelican.
And then that's the back of our cover. Use the layaway plan for all your Christmas shopping at Woolworth.
But there's the seals.
There are that say Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year.
I think the one that has a ball that just says "and a very" is getting like short change.
Well, that's why he's in front. He's the happiest.
And a very.
Okay. So there you go. Woolworth's new Christmas book from 1954. I figured that'd be a little.
That was excellent, man. I enjoyed it last year, and I enjoy it this year too.
I do these for Mike. We have fun doing these. Yeah,
I'm just saying I enjoy hearing the same story over and over. Woolworths, thanks so much.
Yeah, they don't do much to change it up.
No, they really don't. Hey, let's circus. Yep. Okay, great.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Hey, are they going to have a talking animal again this year? Yeah.
You know what's great? Whiskey. Let's drink some of that.
Well, we're done now. We don't have any more. Oh, are you talking about all the people on that Navy ship?
Yeah, I'm talking about the people just.
Hey, y'all see that pelican? Hold on, Rogers. It could be a missile.
Rogers
disguised as a pelican.
You're not fooling me again, Rogers. That's no pelican.
Take a fly. Take a flying machine.
That's your mom.
Shoot it,
Rogers.
Take a flying machine up and shoot it. You
flying
can't
machine.
shoot it. You can't shoot it.
You bitch. You can't see that pelican.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
So there you go. Again, Wednesday. Don't miss out on Christmas Day. We will actually have something for you if you'd like to watch it. And that is X-Men issue 1. I got really hot on that. I feel like I'm peeking through a lot of this probably.
It's okay.
But X-Men issue 1.
The elves will be proud.
Yeah, they will be. Is what you have to look forward to. And then we'll have more stuff for you the next week. I can tell you after watching the Superman trailer, we're going to do All-Star Superman at some point in time. And then I now with, I could do another year in review. We did that last year. Maybe I'll do that. That worked out well.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
Just a reminder of everything we covered.
Can we give our comic book New Year's resolutions?
Hear me out. What if we also, if I make a list of everything we covered, could you make up some fake awards to give out to the things we covered?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
We'll have like a year in review award show kind of thing.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah.
So that's what we'll do on next Monday's show, where you can get a recap of everything we covered. Maybe we'll be like, oh, what was your favorite? This was my favorite.
The big
what
bouncy
was your least
ball
favorite?
award.
Like we'll do stuff like that. It'll be fun.
Okay. That'll be cool.
All right. That's what you have to look forward to.
How about that? Y'all got to sit in on the planning.
Boom. Right there. Yeah. Don't you feel a part of it? Well, you're always a part of it.
You are.
Every little comment you make, every little just thing that we get from
breath
you, like, oh, can't
every move you make.
See? Yeah. We appreciate everything that you guys do, especially taking the time out to listen to us. Also, don't forget that there is a plethora of other great podcasts on the Rogue Media Network family of podcasts.
RogueMediaNetwork.com.
And as always, we thank you guys so much for taking the time out to listen. Feel free to email us, brosfoesandheroes@gmail.com. Leave a comment on any of our socials. We're on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you find us. Listen on Spotify or Apple Music or anywhere you listen to your podcast. And make sure to also check out something new from Rogue Media Network that came out
Hellhound Country.
There we go.
That's
Hellhound Country. You want some audio fiction, some good audio fiction? You need to go check that out.
My voice is not even in it.
The first couple episodes are out right now with more to come. And so you want to make sure and don't miss out on that.
Yeah, these are professionally trained actors that are in this thing. Like, it's a real deal.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
So go enjoy that. Go enjoy a lot of the other stuff on the Rogue Media Network.
Also, just real quick, everybody have a great holiday season.
Yes.
Okay. Be nice to each other.
Even though you get to hear us on Christmas. Merry Christmas now. Happy holidays.
Saying,
enjoy, everybody.
For different people, holidays are on different days and all that stuff. And so just be nice to each other for like a week if you could.
Or two.
Things are about to get really weird. So happy holidays and Merry Thursday or whatever.
Yeah.
Just, like I say, just be nice to people. Check in on your folks.
Yeah. It doesn't take much to be nice to somebody.
It doesn't.
At all.
I do this other show with our buddy named Melvin, and every single episode we talk about Buddy Check Day, which is a thing for veterans, right? And it's on the 11th of each month where you're supposed to check in on these people, because you care.
Yeah.
But that goes for anybody.
For sure.
Just while it's holidays, check in on somebody. Make sure old Mrs. Gonad down the street is, she's got enough firewood or whatever.
All right.
Yeah. Well, her husband died last year and it was rough.
Mr. Gonad. Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Gonad. He worked at the peanut
We got to work on names. But as always, thank you guys for taking the time out to listen to us. And until next time, stay safe, everybody.
Golly con, everybody. Happy holidays.
Pros and heroes. Gonna tell you about pros and heroes. Gonna tell you about.
This has been a Rogue Media Network